Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another crypto video. And obviously one of the most important things in crypto, or really in finance, happened today, which is the FOMC meeting. And to cut it short here, 0.75% is what the interest rate got increased by, which was the proper number. To be honest, I'd like to refer back to the video I made a couple of hours ago that I called Urgent. Again, it's over on my channel right now. If you didn't watch it, you can still watch it now for fun. But in terms of price action, yeah, it's kind of already too late right now. That's why I called it Urgent Bitcoin Update. Watch this right now. But if you're enjoying these daily crypto videos, make sure you press the like button. And if you're looking to trade crypto, check out these links below because you get a lot of cool bonuses that way. But what we basically said in that video was seeing a nice little bounce off of this support, which is continuing to act as a proper support. But most importantly, the moment that we break through here, 21.7 thousand, I am bullish all the way up to 22.5 thousand. Again, that's $800. And guys, that's about 4%. You could have actually taken this trade all the way to 6.5, but honestly, my target was 4%. And you got to remember, whenever I make these trades, I do so with leverage. And so a 4% trade, 4% profit like this, even though it's a little bit less if you actually wait for some short-term confirmations, by the way, but you understand. Let's say 3-4% profit. That's 40%. And I actually already opened my long position when I said so a couple of days ago. It's actually only one day ago, I believe, because we had ourselves the oversold RSI and the bottom of this channel. I told you guys, there's a small chance of breaking down. The moment that we do, I'm shorting a pretty significant sum, most likely to $20,000, as we have our key levels, 20,000 and 21.7 thousand. Those are my two key levels that I'm watching all the time. But as it currently stands, I am thinking we're going to bounce. And if we don't bounce, even because we had the RSI, right? This is actually the moment that we did have this first candle already. I think that we got the RSI to get to that level basically. But the moment we saw the RSI in oversold territory, and it was actually at the bottom of this pit as well, I basically opened up a long position, which we actually lasted for a pretty significant sum. Things are just good. To showcase here as well, as I said before, 21.7 thousand was our most important barrier. We've broken through and we're right back on bullish course. But that was also to be expected as well. Every single time, except for January, but the last three meetings, every single time the day before the meeting, things are bearish, and the day of the meeting, things are bullish. It happened time and time again. And I also told you guys a couple of hours ago that I expect today to be a bullish day. But if you're watching this video somewhere in the future, I honestly expect tomorrow to be a bearish day because every single time, right, exactly after the meeting is a pretty significant dump. At least a red day. But the last two times there's been a significant dump the day afterwards. And so I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin does see a little bit of a dump tomorrow. But maybe that's also because of all the enthusiasm for today, as 0.75 was what we expected and what we wanted to see. I actually do it like this so you guys can see it better. This video is actually sponsored by Avarice, which stands for greed. It's a funny name for a very interesting concept. And actually, it took some time to learn exactly what it is. But honestly, I'm pretty hooked. It's a pretty cool idea. It's a sort of auction. I personally like to call it gaming crypto because, well, of the auction mechanism, but really it's a little bit deeper than that. So Avarice is designed to provide maximum benefit to stakers. Users will buy AVC token with BNB on an easy-to-use DApp, and they can then stake their tokens to earn interest paid in AVC, along with their share of the BNB dividends from the daily auction lobby. And again, that's the way in which you can get this AVC through these auctions. And once you have the AVC, you can stake it to make money on it. And again, the money that's been basically gotten from these auctions, which is the way to get AVC, is then again partially what you get as staking rewards. So in my opinion, it's a very interesting concept. And again, the amount of time that you stake it for determines how much money you make off of it or how much percent. And obviously, as is with any platform nowadays, the longer you stake something for, the higher of a percentage that you can get. And again, it's just a cool concept, I think. So how much percent, you might be asking? Well, apparently out of the dividends pool, which is again gotten from all these auctions every single day, which is one of the ways to get yourself AVC as described here, there are three ways. Participate in the daily auction and swap your BNB for AVC tokens, which again is through an auction method, or to stake your AVC to earn daily interest on your stake. And two is to refer your friends, but I always like to kind of ignore that option as it's not such an option that a lot of you guys choose. And then again, once you have it and you bought it via the auction, for example, you stake it to get percentage from people sort of getting in. From a certain perspective, it's like a lot of these meme coins have in terms of a buyback mechanism. But in this sense here, there's just a more difficult time to actually buy the tokens, and that more difficult, it's kind of like a, it's kind of like a proof of auction, kind of a new concept or a proof of work in a certain sense. Since it becomes more difficult to actually buy those tokens, well, the moment that you are able to buy them, you can utilize those tokens again to integrate with the protocol, or to, I guess, interact with the protocol. And then part of that interaction is then rewarded by the rewards of the difficulty to actually get those initial tokens. And if you're wondering, it's like deflationary in essence of how many tokens are auctioned off. So it keeps going down and down and down. And again, it's something I've not seen before, that the price of the token is determined by the amount of people trying to get in, hence again the auction feature. But as the amount in the pool keeps on going down, from a certain perspective, you think that the price keeps going up if they also allocate a percentage of the money that they earn partially back to stakers, which keeps people in, but also back to buying back the token. It's an interesting concept, as I said before. At first, I was kind of skeptical thinking about it, but honestly, the more I look at it, the cooler it gets. I should add here, guys, with all different cryptos in this sense, always do your own research. Always do your own research. Always check it out for yourself. I've just checked it out, and I honestly think it is pretty cool. But just because I think so doesn't mean it's something for you. And just for a second, here's what the panel looks like if you do not connect your wallet. If you do connect your wallet, a lot of these things will fill themselves out. And you can see more of how much BNB is actually allocated today and whatnot, and what auctions are won, or how the stakes are going, and yada, yada, yada. But if you want some more info, I'd honestly recommend just checking them out, or going onto YouTube and type it in a review, for example. I saw a couple of other big YouTubers made some content about it, which you might be able to check out. To continue on, there's some news regarding VeChain, which I think is very interesting. PoA 2.0 adds finality to VeChain Thor's consensus mechanism, eradicating the issues associated with the two most commonly used consensus types. Finality guarantees data security, even if the network is disrupted, and we're building the world's most advanced public blockchain. Yeah. I keep thinking about it, right? VeChain is one of my favorite cryptos in the world. And a lot of people are not, I guess, are sleeping on this, man. I think a lot of people are sleeping on VeChain for the fact that they're not achieving as much in terms of price as a lot of people anticipated. But I see VeChain as a longer term project. They're doing a lot in the background, and right now their UFC partnership was huge, but really that marketing in that same nature was not there when the big bull run was going on. And so you're buying VeChain for the idea that they're fixing the supply chain issue over time and will keep increasing in demand in that sense. But VeChain is a little bit like HBAR in the sense that the partnership they have are just out of this world, are insane. But the actual use cases of it all, it's kind of hard for people to determine. It's kind of hard for people to understand. And it's honestly more just that they have the connections for whatever they want to build, and I guess they're already building in that sense, but for what they want to expand towards and whatnot, than the actual deployment for VET, the token, and the price increase. But that's actually a really big difference in terms of worlds. The actual token price increasing versus the company and the idea being solid, or the partnerships being solid, is a world of difference, like we're also seeing with XRP. Mentioning XRP, take a look at this. Bill, right, had an interesting little word against one of the CLO at Coinbase. So the CLO at Coinbase said, "I'm happy to say it again and again. We're confident that our rigorous diligence process, a process the SEC has already reviewed, keeps securities off of our platform. And we look forward to engaging with the SEC on the matter." And here's a refresher. Bill came in, he's a lawyer, said, "If your process is so rigorous, why did you list and then delist XRP then? One decision must be wrong." And that's actually where they got him in a little choke hook. Either their listing of XRP was wrong, or their delisting was wrong, or, which is, I guess, the most strange option coming from their own mouth, their review process is messed up, which again leaves us to make one of these two choices. Either they shouldn't have listed XRP, or they shouldn't have delisted it. Because, yeah, you understand. So either your rigorous process failed and you listed a security, or you cynically delisted a crypto you knew was not a security to appease the SEC. Which one is it? Ask Library how engaging and cooperating with the SEC worked for them. Good luck, you'll need plenty of it. And you admit you are engaging with the SEC and they reviewed your listing process. What does the continuation of this engagement involve? Are they not vetting or now vetting what you list before or after a listing of a token, given the SEC is desperately seeking to increase its jurisdiction over crypto? Some transparency about the nature of Coinbase's engagement would be appreciated and expected by the crypto market. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering about that too, but obviously we have the .eth connection, and a lot of the guys are quick to point out, obviously, that the whole Ethereum debacle, it runs so deep that a lot of these things will not be explained, will not be known. This was Stephen sharing bombshell. Simpson Thatcher left the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance sometime between May 2022 and today, and is now no longer a member of this alliance. What could possibly be the reason for this? Did they perhaps believe John Deeden's conspiracy theory, or is it part of the cover-up, or what? It's just, guys, it is. This stuff is so crazy. I still don't understand exactly what the SEC is doing, nor how to explain all this to people, man. It's such a crazy realm. It really is crazy if you ask me. But yeah, that was it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'll definitely see you guys again in another crypto video later today.